Good afternoon, YouTube. It's me, always, George Page, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, as you know, this weekend, well, I would say Saturday, was UFC Vegas 22, and it was Holland versus Brunson, and on the card was Marion Reneau versus Macy Chazon, the Belizean Bruiser versus whatever Macy's name is. And I missed the fight. I missed the fight because I didn't know. I didn't think it was going to be on till I was I heard I found out that it was going to be on um ESPN, and before I knew it, it was too late. It was over. I missed the fight, and I was hoping to see this fight. I was rooting for Marion, because she's been on losing streak. She's been, as you know, she's on the no love list for as a fighter, and especially for her age, she is one of the best fighters. I've I follow her on social media. I have been a fan of hers ever since I was introduced to her through my man Coach Chet Harrison. She often comes on his show and do interviews. And this fight supposed to have happened about 2 months ago, but because of Marion got COVID, then the fight was canceled and pushed back. And then Macy Chazon got sick, and the fight was pushed back. So they finally had the fight. And if you look at this, damn, this girl is too big for 135. This is like, it's like watching Ivan Drago fighting Apollo Creed, you know. And like I said, my man Coach, he's broken heart about it. He usually does his video after the fight, but he took him some time because the fact that he just didn't want to, because he like me and like so many others as CS Combat Sports, we're a big fan the Belizean Bruiser. We think he's a great fighter. So from what I saw, from what pictures I was getting, the fight was pretty much going. She put up a good fight first round, but then it got a little difficult by the second round. And one point she was getting hurt really bad. She, like I said, this is a big ass girl. This is girl. She's fighting at 135, and she's too big to the division, to my opinion. And Marion, she took some licks, but she gave some back. But she did get a little busted up, and she was bleeding, and it's just, I was trying to find some better pictures of her, but you know how it is. How these photographers like to put up, they like to put up the pictures where they see the certain fighter winning, the one they're rooting for. It's hard to find the good pictures where you see. Like, I remember that one video where they were about Jenna Robo versus Mackenzie Dern, and I couldn't really find any good pictures of Jennifer Rover, put up a good fight. You was putting all the ones of Mackenzie Dern because everybody's in love with Mackenzie Dern's big old butt. But Amazing Chazon is a 145er. And in the last few fights, she nearly got us. She missed some fights because the fact was she's killing herself trying to make 135. She's killing herself. I think she's about 170 walking around, and she's dropping nearly 30 pounds, over 30 pounds, I believe, to make 135. That's too much. You can't do that to yourself. The woman, she should be fighting either at 155 as a lightweight or a feather. Like I said, this is my belief. Women have a higher BMI than men. Even if she is, more, kind of not as soft or feminine, compared to other female fighters. She still has a higher body mass index than the average man. She still has a little more extra fat deposits on her body, and that's killing yourself. You know, and it's just, she should be fighting 145, and that's the division where she belongs in. But she pushed herself. She makes it. She makes it. But then, you know what? There's gonna be a price to be paid for this. You know, Marion, like I said, I love Marion. She's a beautiful lady. I've, you know, talked to her. I made comments on her on Twitter. She responds. When she was sick with COVID, I, reached out and said, I hope she's doing well. She responded, and I like her. It just, She's a beautiful woman. I mean, and I want to say to her husband, Bad Boy Perez, he's a lucky man, and her son, he's a lucky boy to have a mother like that. And I mean, you both are lucky men, and she's lucky too to have y'all both. But right now, the future's up in the air for the Bleeding Bruiser. She's been with the UC for about at least 6, 7 years. And as you remember, she fought Holly Holm, and and she was on track, one point on track, maybe getting a title shot. But then I remember with that fight that they screwed her over when they put her fight against Cat Zingano, who got beaten by Caitlin Vieira, who's on a losing streak. I think technically, Marion should have fought Caitlin Vieira. And they should have been fighting for a opportunity to get a shot at Marion Nunes. But no, they threw Cat Zingano. This never makes sense to me. How do the loser of gets a shot at somebody who should be fighting the winner? It's just mess. UFC, I think UFC has they're prejudiced because two things: Marion's over 40, and Marion is black. That's pretty much I'm gonna say that. Always gonna say that because she's just been, this just after her. They want to push her out, and she's been dominant. She has beat. I still say that she beat Rihanna Kuzskaya. She put that girl's nose on the other side of her face. Her face. You know. But like I said, Marion, I think if she just get cut from UFC, her future is bright. I don't, she has her career as a teacher. She has her gym. She's opened up. She can go far. She can train other fighters. She should open. I like this. I suggest to her open your own gym and like exclusively train women. You know what? That could be a thing for you. Especially there's so few women of color, especially our color, black, that's in MMA. And you will be a great representative if you have your own gym and train exclusively young women, who want to come up. That thing is, I think a lot of women wanted to be trained by a woman because they understand how women work with how to, train them how even have dieting, how to properly train, all that stuff. Just to be exclusively. I would tell you, that's a good idea for Marion. You're being a teacher yourself. You should do your gym exclusively train young women who want to come up, who have interest in mixed martial arts, or just who want to train in other things. She's a beautiful woman, and I respect her. And like I said, and this thing about UFC, they have no respect for strong women. Look what they did with Cyborg. Look at there's some other women who were strong, who just had more respect and understanding of the world. They pushed the Ronda Rouseys, the Paige Van Zants, and the Creontes like Amanda Nunes. But like I said, I love Marion. I love her personality. I love her strength. I respect her as a fighter and as a woman, and as a mother, and as a wife, and as a teacher. And I hope that even though if she does leave UFC to cut her, she has a bright future anywhere she goes. She's a diamond in the rough. I love you, Marion. And I hope I hope you hear this video, and I hope anybody share this video. And let those haters hate no more. This is your man all the way, George Page. Don't like, subscribe, don't subscribe. I'm out.